Right guys, welcome back to Off the Wall Exploring, as promised. Hamsterley Forest Part 2. So it's Friday the 13th and it's about 1:45 in the morning and we're just crossing the bridge. We're going to try and find these old mining ruins and do an EVP, get some EMF readings. I can't speak, I'm not knackered off that walk. So as you can see guys, it's absolutely pitch black in here, man, and I mean black. I thought it was dark before when we came in, bloody hell. Don't know what the bloody hell that was. Frightened the bloody life out of us, that. God, it's so dark. You can hardly make anything out until you get close to it. It's quite misty as well because we just had a massive downpour again. So yeah, as I was saying in my last video, the report of the guy riding the horse with a bloody face, I wouldn't mind seeing it, just as long as it's from a distance, put it that way. And hopefully the sound's going to be a bit better now, because I've got a little microphone that I'm testing out and I won't have to put music over the top of everything. Actually, you know what, I think I might have to put the bigger light on this. It's getting a little bit too dense for the LED panel. Right, we're back. Just had a right faff on there with the lighting, like, and as you can see, it's absolutely chucking it down. And we're only just getting in. Back to the good old trusty torch, eh? when we were at the entrance, just before we came up the bridge there, I was setting up and there was an owl flying back and forth across the trees, squawking. I thought it was going to come and get me at one point. Whoa, look at that shelter. What do you think? Should we stop here for 5 minutes?
Fine.
Keep off the rain a bit. Because it's dry here, the ground, isn't it?
Well, the ground look dry up there. So I need to keep going.
Right, do you want to walk behind me? I guess we're not stopping, guys. We're going to keep on trucking. He's a nice looking guy, isn't he? Oops. Right. I'm sure it's the let's have a look. Three Becks Walk. Right, we need to follow the orange signs, right? Do you want to stand in there for a bit? Huh?
I think we should just press on.
Well, 5 minutes isn't going to hurt, is it?
You can't sit down nowhere, so it's pointless.
I know you can't sit down, but at least we can stand and just, I'll get soaking.
And go to something and come back out. I'll make sure it's round.
I'll check it out, yeah? Well, your skin's waterproof, isn't it? Oh dear, it's a bit boggy. Easy does it. Yuck. Oh, look at that, guys. That feels dry. Very creepy in here though. Oh my goodness. I know, it just felt dry for a second there and then it's just come back. Hang on a minute. Maybe it was this under here. Right, can you hold this a second for me? Right guys, I'm gonna pause recording for a bit. I need to take 5. I just hold that up there, cheers. Oh, my arm. Right guys, so we've decided that we're going to do an EVP session here. Well, we took 5 minutes break. So I've got the EMF out, and as you can see, it's spiking already. I've got a cat ball there, and that was just going off as that was going off. So this is really odd. Right, I'll start an EVP and see what we get. Yeah. Hello, my name's Anne, and we're doing a video on the paranormal. So I would like to ask if there's anybody here that's from the other side. If you want to speak, you can speak to that device there on the ground, or you can walk in front of that green light, or there's a little ball there that you can touch and it'll light up, and it'll let us know if you're here trying to communicate. So I'm going to count to 3, and if you want to say something, you can go ahead and say it. 1, 2, 3. So guys, as you can see, the EMF was spiking all the time. At first I thought it was just my voice, but it definitely wasn't. It was 100% going up on its own. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Oh my goodness, this is a bit off the wall. Right, I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to play it back. I saw the little machine. Sorry?
The bar is not moving after that sound went.
Yeah.
The bar was keep going up and now it's stopped.
Yeah, good point. I never noticed that.
Yeah, because it was going green, orange, green, 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 orange. The sound
Right,
went.
can you hold that?
And then it's gone off.
I'll stop the EVP, see if we get anything. Oh, sorry for this. It is absolutely nuts. We're absolutely soaked to the bone here.
We're covered in midges. Oh, it's going again, it's going again.
I know, right.
Whoa.
Oh my, I don't like that. Well, I do like it, but let's just switch this back over.
Whoa, that went too orange then. He's gone into red. It's gone into red.
I know, calm down, it's alright. Just keep calm. Just keep calm, it's alright. Right, we're going to play this back now and see if we can hear anybody want to come through. Hello, my name's Anne, and we're doing a video on the paranormal. So I would like to ask if there's anybody here that's from the other side. If you want to speak, you can speak to that device there on the ground, or you can walk in front of that green light, or there's a little ball there that you can touch and it'll light up.
It's in the red again.
It'll let us know if you're here trying to communicate. So I'm going to count to 3, and if you want to say something, you can go ahead and say it. 1, 2, 3. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Oh my goodness, this is a bit off the wall. Right, I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to play it back.
If you've
I saw
noticed
the
though,
little
after that
machine.
sound went,
Sorry?
the bar is not moving. After that sound went, that
Yeah.
bar was keep going up and now it's stopped.
Yeah.
It's gone calm now, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was going green, orange,
Right, I'll
green,
stop
green,
this.
green, orange. The sound went.
Right, we'll come back to
And
that.
that went up the full red, you know.
The full red?
Yeah,
No
it
way.
went up to the full red.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, but the thing is though, I think what you need to do is though, right, so that picks
Yeah?
that
Listen.
picks it up even more. We need to have it here so the viewers can see it better.
It got it. That's why it was in red. Right, can you just go, oh, it's alright. Right, so if anybody here wants to communicate with us, walk in front of that device on the floor there with the green light. Whoa. As soon as I said that, it starts spiking. Look, you see it spiking?
Nah.
Whoa, no way, man. There's a little ball next to that little device. If you move it, it'll flash.
It's going up to the maximum red.
Can you just hold this? I want to just dock the light out. I know it's going to be dark, but don't worry. Keep it over this though. Keep it over the camera. Right, so I've got the green light there. If you walk in front of that meter, what the hell?
I think it's every time we're talking that they don't want us to be here.
If you don't want us to...
Whoa.
I can't be picking voice. There's no way. There, see, it stopped now.
Yeah.
If you want us to leave, make that flash. Just walk in front of that and I promise we will leave now. We'll go right now and leave this area. That's flashing. Is that telling we need to go?
Yeah, it's in. Look at.
Right, keep a hold of this. Keep a hold, please.
I've got the shivers. I've got the shivers.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I can't get the light back on. Right. Can you hold this? We'll try another spot, but we'll move from this one because clearly someone didn't want us to be here. So yeah guys, literally just as we were setting up, I had the EMF meter on the floor first and then I put the cap ball on. Just as I was sorting the camera out, the cap ball actually went off, but I never got a chance to set record because I was switching the lighting over. You know, when you had a dingy little headlamp torch, the battery's nearly flat. So yeah, that was like the first time for both of us, like seeing something go off like in real life and not just on the TV, isn't it? That was nuts. That was really spiking that into the red.
Is it all high?
I know. It only does that when it picks up like a really strong feel, I think it is, when it picks it up. I don't know. I'll have to have a proper read up on it. My mind's gone to mush after that. Do you think that's way down?
I hope not.
I hope we don't have to go down there neither. And the other bad news is this big torch we've got is about to die. It's only got one bar left. And we've got to get out of here yet. It's got to be through here. goes the light. Right, you'll have to all this, we'll just have to make do with the lamp. I don't believe it. Just drop this on the ground while I set this up. God, didn't half go loose this when it came off its stand. And everything's back there. The only thing I can think of is I've got a power bank. Right guys, I'm going to stop recording here just till I get this sorted out. I'll be right back. Right guys, so we're back again. Had a right dilemma there. So the main light just died, and that's the end of that anyway. So we're back to the good old head torch. Now we've got to try and find our way out. I'll tell you what though, when we're in that little area underneath the trees doing that EVP and EMF, I'll tell you what, the oppression that was in there was unreal. It felt absolutely unreal.
That's yellow, not orange.
I don't know. Shall we go that way? Or shall we have a look down here? Right. Oh, there, it's there. You're telling me I've been kneeling on that gravel down there.
And there's a rock.
And there's rocks all over here that I could have sat on. Nice.
At least the rain has died off a bit. It's just drizzly now, so it's not too bad.
Right, 3 backs this way. So yeah guys, going back to what I was saying, when we're in that little bit wooded area, taking challenge, decided to do the EVP and that it was honestly really like oppressive. It just felt wrong. You know when your stomach talks to you and tells you there's something not right? That was it. Right, I'll try and keep this light still. I'm just shocked that that big torch has run out, because I always make sure every time if I'm coming out everything's charged, and that's just died. I find that very bizarre. Whoa, what's that? That looked like a snake. It's a branch. Oh my goodness. You think it would hold that?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can quickly get it out of it, start doing it again. What's that? What's the matter? It's only an hour. It's just hot.
Oh my god.
I tell you, this place, it's absolutely wicked. Whoa, that breeze is gorgeous.
Dry us up a bit. Absolutely soaking. Oh.
Tell you what, just let me try something here. See if I can attach this to here rather than it flopping about all over the place. There we go, that's better.
That was so loud.
I took the torch off my head there because Every time I'm turning, if the cameras are going with us, it's going dark. I'll tell you what's worrying me a bit now. The fact that our lighting's died. And where the hell are we? I've never even done this in the daytime, never mind the night.
Well, as long as we're following the trail. We are.
So come on then, what did you think? Did you feel that when you're inside of there? Did it feel like heavy when we were doing the EVP and the EMF?
Yeah.
Oh, please no.
Oh.
Please no.
At least we're not lost.
This is Gunner, isn't it? Three Becks walk, 7 kilometre. Hang on a minute. You tell me we turn right now? Yeah, we do.
Well, it is this way. The arrow is pointing to this way, but there can't be. Why would the arrow be there?
Yeah, no, but there's a chair there. Look. Oh, that chair's so inviting right now.
And all the arrow is pointing down to this way.
What on earth is that? Oh, it's like some sort of jelly.
Slime.
Gross.
But the arrow is pointing this way, not that way. The sign will be there for that path. But that isn't even the path, is it?
Right guys, we're going to take 2 minutes and just figure out where we're going to go from here. We'll be right back. Right guys, so we decided we're going to do a little EMF and EVP here whilst we're in a good resting spot. There's quite a lot of stuff and noise in the background, so we'll just press this on and let it settle. I'll move that over to there, all the way. Right. Can you just press record on that for me, please? Hello, my name's Anth, and we just wish to communicate if there's anybody that's here. I'm sure there's been many people from a long time ago. EMF spiking. You know, if you want to talk, now is your chance. Talk into that device. Don't move, put that back. We'll keep that there so it's out the way of that. Yeah. If you want to talk, speak now, and speak into that device or that flashing ball, you can move it and it'll flash. Or walk past the green light and it'll flicker. Whoa. Whoa. That's really strong. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that, guys. That is in the red. That is strong. As you saw before there, that was just solid green. Right, okay, we're going to stop the recording now. So you're not allowed to attach yourself to us or any of our equipment. We're going to switch this off now. And thank you for communicating. Oh, it stopped straight away now. It just stopped there.
It was the same one freaking following us. Do you think?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Right folks, back on the trail again now. That was Way too trippy that, man, way too trippy. So we're just going to try and head out back on this correct trail, I think. And we're just going to stay with the one light because everything seems to be dying. I don't know why.
It was breezy as well, the wind's picking up.
So we're just going to play it safe. It felt really heavy again there when I did that, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I said at the end that, you know, about nothing like attaching to us or the equipment, because it just feels like there's something following you. I think we're just yeah, there it is again. That's where we need to be. You want to stop here and rest for 5?
There's nowhere to like literally stop.
Yeah, you can stop there, look, you can sit on that.
See one more?
But, well, that stone. Sit on there, I would have thought. Or even just standing for a couple of minutes, because look at that, man. Honestly guys, that is so steep down there. That is really steep. This trail just goes on forever, guys, and I mean absolutely ever. It is so dark, and I mean dark. The fact that this LED panel isn't even cutting through the light, it's just crazy. Right, this way.
I think you should stop here for 5 minutes.
You think?
Yes.
Right folks, so I hope you enjoyed the video for what we got of it. At least we got some EMF readings. That was absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, I think we took a wrong turn somewhere, because we've literally been walking along this road now. Oh, I don't know how long, but it's like nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. We've been in that forest since about 11, 12, something thereabouts. So I'm going to have to end it here, because I really need to think on how to get out of this place. And we haven't seen any about trail signs. The last one that we saw was just miles back, and then we followed it. We've just seen none since. We've seen bike trails, so we're hoping the bike trails are going to lead us to where we need to be. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, give us a thumbs up, that'd be great. Cheers. So yeah guys, we did get lost. When we did get to the end of the trail, the arrow did tell us to turn left, in which we did, but actually it should have been right. So after continuing on this trail here for hours, we'll say that, I think it was about 12 mile or so we'd actually walked before we actually saw somebody. It was 2 dog walkers, and I actually shouted over to them if we were on the right trail to get out, and they said yeah, just follow the yellow brick road, in which we did. We found a seat, so we sat down there for about 20 minutes and rested, and then headed back off. A woman came up on a horse. I asked her the same question. Now she said yeah, follow this road, but then take a left and take a right. So that kind of put me off again. So we carried on, and then we bumped into these 2 ladies, and again I asked the same question, and they told us the same as what the woman on the horse did. And I mean, they seen the state of us, and they said, you know, you look absolutely drained, you know, what's happened. So anyway, we just explained that we'd been wandering around aimlessly for hours, and they gave us water and said they're going to walk us back to the entrance, in which they did. On the way back down, she actually offered to drive us back to the caravan where we'd parked up, to actually get us out. So great shout out to them too, absolutely amazing. That certainly restored me faith in humanity a little bit, but they did say the same thing had happened to them, not at this place, I think it was Scotland, they said, where they were doing a walk and the fog had came in and they just got completely disorientated, and night time came, so they'd actually passed what they said was like a hole in the wall that you were supposed to go through, and they found like a village, hoping they were going to get mobile reception, but they didn't. So same as this place, there's just no reception here guys, there's just nothing. But yeah, going back to that, they ended up knocking on somebody's door, and a guy just looked at them and apparently said yeah, you're in trouble, and he actually drove them back to their car. So if you're thinking of coming in here and doing any of these trails, especially at night time, I would definitely source your own maps to make sure that what happened to us doesn't happen to you, because the feeling when you're lost like that is just incredibly overwhelming, and the anxiety is just unreal. You know, you just want to be out. It's just that bad. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.